Welcome to Your Gov Nonpart, Political Science and Government for Everyone. In this installment, we're going to talk about the presidential line of succession. Now, most everyone realizes there is a line of succession, but doesn't know exactly who that line of succession is, how it was established, or how it was maintained. Well, the original line of succession started with the U.S. Constitution and stated that in the event that the president was unable to discharge his duties, the office would fall to the vice president, who would become the president. In 1933, the 20th Amendment was passed to elaborate somewhat on this, that in the unlikely event that a president-elect in a general election year became incapacitated, that the vice president-elect would become the president on Inauguration Day, allowing for an even and clean succession to the presidency. However, this still left a huge hole in the fact that there was not a long and elaborate line of succession. This was taken care of by the Presidential Succession Act of 1947, which spelled out a specific order in which the office of the presidency would be discharged in the event that any particular individual before them was unable to discharge those duties. Finally, there was one hole that was plugged in 1967 with the 25th Amendment, allowing the President to voluntarily take a leave of absence by delivering a letter to the President pro tem of the Senate and the Speaker of the House to relieve him of the office of the presidency and turn it over to the Vice President as acting President until such time that he returns and delivers another letter reclaiming the office. This is enacted in such instances where the President, say, needs elective surgery and is going to be out of the office for some period of time and needs to make sure that there is a clean transition to take over the office of the president. Now, interestingly enough, the president is not in the presidential line of succession. Obviously and logically, he can't take over for himself. He is the president, and the presidential line starts with the vice president in slot 1. Many people believe, oddly enough, that the Secretary of State falls after the United States Vice President, and this isn't true. Under the Succession Act of 1947, the Speaker of the House of Representatives becomes the President in the event that the President and Vice President cannot discharge the duties of the President. If he also cannot discharge the duties of the office, it will fall to the President pro tem of the Senate, who is the most senior member of the Senate, the person with the most seniority in the Senate. After that, it falls to the Secretary of State. Technically, it falls to the Cabinet. And it falls to the Cabinet in the order in which that department was historically created. This explains why the Secretary of State is in position number 4, and the Secretary of Homeland Security is in position 18, as the Homeland Security was the last cabinet-level position created in the United States. So without further ado, I would like to present to you our current presidential line of succession. Thanks for watching Your Gov Nonparts video on the presidential line of succession. We hope you'll pick subscribe above and join us. You can also find us on Facebook. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And as always, thank you for watching.